All the things that we are underreacting to in the National Football League, okay? All the things that we haven't talked about that we need to talk about. And here's where we start with Brock Purdy. We have Debo on our show every Tuesday. He was talking about how nice it was to help deliver him the win, how he's an MVP. All this discourse and agenda peddling that's going on surrounding everything that he's doing and how much credit he actually deserves for the Niners' success. I think we're underreacting to what a special season he's having objectively right now. Take a look at what I mean here, everybody. After that 4-touchdown performance on Sunday in Philly, he's leading the league in passer rating by a wide margin. That 116.1 mark actually gives him the 9th best we've seen in NFL history. He's leading the league in completion percentage as well, tied for the 15th best mark all time. I mean, the numbers are they're not just good people, they're among the best we've ever seen. And when you peel back another layer to this, that Eagles game was the 5th time this season Brock has put up a passer rating over 130. What does that mean? That means he's in like the rarest company. Only 13 other quarterbacks have had 5 games in a single season ever, okay? Gronk's on the way. He'll be impressed by this. We'll talk to him about this. 8 of the 13 to do it have won an MVP. So it's guys like Peyton Manning. It's guys like Aaron Rodgers. We're talking Montana. We're talking Mahomes. We're talking rare air. Hard to have better company than that. And if Brock hits that 130 mark again over these final 5 games, he'll be just the 5th player to do it 6 times in a season. No one has ever done it 7. That's insane. So he's going to have a legit chance with teams like the Cardinals. They've got my beloved punching bag, the Commanders, on the schedule. He's going to have a chance to do that down the stretch. And listen, I'm not saying Brock Purdy has to be the MVP. Everyone else can keep debating that. We'll, of course, present the arguments as they build or fall for certain people on certain teams in the league. I'm just saying we should take a moment to sort of why can't we just hug it? Why can't we just enjoy and embrace and appreciate what's going on instead of trying to poke holes and tear it down? Regardless of what system he's in, regardless of who's around him, not many quarterbacks have done this before, okay? So these are things that are not accomplishable, if that's a word, if you're not a good quarterback, if you don't deserve to be in that big moment. Part of me thinks people just don't want to admit that maybe they didn't scout him right in the draft process. That's what it really is. Y'all just don't want to admit that maybe it's not a perfect situation and guys like this are able to rise and are able to Tom Brady it once in a while or Dak Prescott it out of the 4th round once in a while. Get over it. Beyond the numbers, we've seen the ability to handle that tough environment stuff like Philly last week. We've seen him make high-level throws with the game on the line. Just the fact that he doesn't care, that nothing bothers him, that he's toning out the noise. Who can do that in 2023? Not many people. So we've heard his teammates say all these things about him. That's all I really need to hear. Guys like Debo, who come on our show, guys all over the place, they love him. So let's embrace and celebrate what he's doing in just in time for the holiday season, shall we? All right, the other thing I'm underreacting to at Up and Adam show, guys. Gronk's on the way. L. Duncan is on the show. I'm dying. Okay. I also think we're underreacting to the Colts. And we listen, we've all these crazy quarterback injuries. It's nice to see some of the younger quarterbacks step up and get it done. I think we're underreacting to a connection that sort of blossomed here in a big way over the last month, and it's been between 2 guys who've been around for a bit. They're playing in their first season together because of some injuries, and I'm talking about Minshew and Michael Pittman Jr. Okay, we're going to give some love to the Colts here because they're in the mix. We saw the walk-off touchdown in overtime to beat the Titans last week. That was sort of the culmination of what's been really incredible between these two. If you check out this full screen and what's been brewing over the last month, only Keenan Allen has seen more targets than Pittman's ridiculous 13.7 per game. Pittman Jr. also snagged nearly 10 balls per game over this run while averaging just under 100 yards. So, by the way, the Colts have won every game. They have a league-best 4-game winning streak right now. And listen, I should have seen this coming as soon as Richardson went down. We talked to Michael Pittman Jr. This was in September, and here's what he had to say. When I asked him, tell me about this Gardner guy. He filled in. They got to win over the Ravens. What does he have at the QB spot?
I mean, I'm so hyped for him, too, because, whenever you get a guy that works so hard and does everything right, you just want it to work out for him. And I'm glad that we were able to get that one for him because I know that means a lot to him. And I'm just so happy for him that he got a shot. And you never know, down the road, another quarterback needy team, maybe he has a shot to be the guy, So it's always good to put that on tape.
Is he the guy, Michael? Can he be the guy? Make the case for Gardner Minshew to be a starter in the league.
Absolutely.
Well, that quarterback TD needy team, TD need? No, they turned out to be the Colts, okay? And it worked out. Gardner has backed up everything Pittman had to say there, and he's done it all on the field. We have so many injuries. Shane Steichen, Coach of the Year, love. He gets it on our show. He should get it everywhere. Like, he had the foresight to say, hey, Minshew, let's bring you from Philly, and let's make sure that you're in a good position to be a backup here. So we'll see if this dynamic duo can sort of keep it rolling, keep it going, in what's become as close to sort of a playoff game as you can get in Week 13. Okay, the third thing we're underreacting to as we get set to bring Gronk on, Gronk who loves the Bills, it's his hometown in Buffalo. We're underreacting to what the Bills could do, okay? Last time we saw them, nobody's talking about them right now. It was against the Eagles, then they went on the bye, then like the only thing anybody is talking about is Von Miller, and that's gross. So when you're talking about the team objectively, they can sneak in. They very much have a shot in the wild card race thanks to Cleveland and Pittsburgh stumbling around here. So they didn't play, they had a bye, and everybody else messed up to help them out. The Bills are a game back of all 3 wild card spots. Even in that loss to Philly, there are signs of real growth from this team. If you check it out here, it's a small sample size. The Bills have, they've seen a large jump offensively since Joe Brady took over against 2 good defenses in the Jets and Eagles. Not just about the results as you're seeing here and the fact that they're leading the league in yards since the switch. It's about the process. And there's an important reason I think this offense has looked better. Look at those rushing numbers. I took Josh Allen's runs out of the equation, so it's super clear here. Brady running 11 more times per game with these running backs than Ken Dorsey did. There's a huge difference here. What does that do? It makes the passing game more effective, as you all know out there. The turnovers get cut down. And maybe most importantly, and with that, you sort of take the load off of Josh Allen's shoulders. The road's tough. I'm not saying it's not. It's not easy. Chiefs, Cowboys. Oh, shoot, they have to play the Dolphins, too? Nope, that's tough. That's tough. And they've got these defensive injuries they're struggling with, but if Joe Brady keeps this up, the Bills are very much still in the mix and alive. All right, we're going to take a short break here. We're going to bring on our guy. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe right here. Do it now for the latest from Up and Adams.